Oh yeah. All right, man. Hey,
What's up?
had a terrible week. How you guys?
Terrible.
My week was terrible.
It wasn't terrible.
My week was awful.
It might have been rough, but it wasn't terrible.
Wasn't rough.
It was pretty bad.
Was it a shark and alligator week,
Shark and alligator.
or was it a shark or alligator week?
Ooh. Nah. When I think of a shark, I think of no hope of survival for me personally because I can't swim. So alligator.
It was
I got
alligator?
through.
It was alligator week.
I got through.
Okay.
Like I made it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Zigzag. You know, you can't you can pretty much get away from an alligator. We talked
Right.
about that.
Yeah.
Right.
But nonetheless, I mean, if you come in contact with the alligator, it's going to be scary. So it was man. Got stuck in New York. Flight was supposed to leave Sunday evening. Got canceled. Due to weather, so they didn't.
That always stinks.
It's the worst. It's the worst. Delta, count your days.
They don't like you in New York.
Nah, I guess not. I guess I'm not welcome in New York.
The crazy thing is, Delta is probably my favorite airline.
I love flying Delta. I love flying Delta.
Yeah.
Like even when you get a flight and it's not like, excuse me, I just had Starbucks. Sorry. Even when you get a flight and it's not like you know how you get an American flight and it's not an American Airlines plane,
Right.
so it's like all small and
Yeah.
it's like, am I gonna make it?
Right.
But like
Yeah, you in the
Delta,
sardine can.
yeah, like Delta, you know, even if it's not their plane, it's still a pretty good sized plane.
Nice size
you know what I'm
plane,
saying?
yeah.
For you to be comfortable in the main cabin. So
Yeah, that is true because I think when we flew to Nebraska, we were on one of them small
Yeah, that plane
American.
was small.
It's scary.
Man, I was
It's
like,
scary. It's
wait.
like a little school bus,
Right.
in the sky. I hate.
I don't know. That plane we was in was like a hatchback.
right, right, like
God.
like a Honda Civic.
God. Oh yeah, you can laugh. We have a
can
studio.
laugh.
We have a studio audience. It's okay if you laugh. We got a studio audience here today. But not.
Right, she got a
Yeah, you got a Honda Civic.
So yeah, I got stuck in New York, man. They canceled the flight due to weather. If you don't know this, when they cancel your flight due to weather, they don't give you a hotel voucher because it's out of their control. Now, the weather was fine in New York. The weather was also fine in Charlotte. I don't know why I don't know what the reason was, but they said due to weather. So
That was the reason, so they didn't have to.
they didn't have to pay for the
Pay for
do the
hotel.
hotel
Right.
vouchers because it was a lot of it was so many cancellations, and things had transpired. So I couldn't. I didn't have a place to stay like that. So that was rough. Had to stay in a hotel lobby till 4 a.m. Then had to stay in the airport all day Monday, all day. So that was rough.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday, I got broken up with. So it was a rough couple. It's been a rough couple days, man. I ain't see that coming.
I definitely didn't see that.
It's been a rough couple days, man. So,
But
you
you're
know,
here.
I'm
You're
here.
here.
Hey. I mean, Spider-Man, man. You know when Spider-Man, like, it's like every comic. Spider-Man, he ends up, his mask is torn up. His like
suit is
whole-
all messed
the
up. It's
suit is
holes in
all
the suit.
messed up, and then like
He got burn marks on him.
yeah, like he's not dead.
Right.
He's not dead. He's still Spider-Man. So
So you are Spider-Man, is what you're saying.
you know,
He's one of your favorites.
he's
right?
he is one of my favorites. Yeah, if I had to go top 5, Spider-Man's in my top 5 superhero of all time.
Are we basing this on the movies or the actual comics?
I can't say the actual comic because
Yeah,
I'm not a comic book head.
Okay.
So like, but I mean, I did dabble a little bit, but I would say more so based off the movies.
Okay.
I gotta go in no particular. Well, Iron Man is my number one.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Iron
that.
Man is
Yeah.
my number one. Spider-Man, Wolverine. I'm gonna say I like Thor
Okay.
and Batman.
Okay.
I'm a Batman fan.
Okay.
I think that's
I
my-
remember the Batman phase.
Yeah, I think that's
remember the
my
Batman phase.
Yeah, I think that's my yeah.
Yes.
I did go through a phase where I loved Batman.
Your Gmail profile
For a long
photo is
time.
still
It's still Batman.
right.
Usually, it is.
I need to change that.
it's
I
still
need
the
to change
Batman
that.
logo with a green.
It's like a green tint on the Batman. It's like the old. It's like the Keaton Batman symbol,
Right.
But
but
instead
green.
of yellow, it's green.
Green. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that was a weird time for me as a.
I wonder
young
what
adult,
recruiters
an
be
adolescent.
thinking like when they email you.
I don't know, man. That's why I had to go full time. That's probably why I wasn't getting a lot. It was like this 13-year-old can't work for us. He's 13. What is he trying to get an IT job for? What's going on? Oh, yeah. Is it still that? I thought I changed it.
I don't think. Yeah, you did.
it's still the
Still
same. Yeah, it's still the same.
Man, that's embarrassing. But speaking of Batman, welcome back to the More Life podcast. Yeah, we can all clap.
still clap.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah, man, we are here again with another episode. How's everybody doing? We already talked about my week. How's everybody's week going?
Doing good.
You doing good?
Man, mine was good, man. Just a lot of traveling work. You know, Fort Jackson has been second home.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, even though it already was for most of May.
For real. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're back here with another episode of the More to Life podcast. Continuing to, keep pushing and keep making content. Please make sure that you're liking and sharing and subscribing and commenting and all that. Show your love. You know what I'm saying? Show that you fooling with us, that you're rocking with us. We trying to do this thing. We're trying to make it a movement. And we trying to just keep giving y'all, the content, the new flavor. We here. We still here. We still here with the camera and the sounds and us and it's a live studio audience. So, it's great. So, there's been a thing that's happened with a young woman by the name of Carly Russell.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I don't know all the details because I've told y'all before. This isn't a news podcast. Okay, I'm coming up here with half the facts. This is not fully accurate.
Hey, Fox News does the same thing.
Come on now. Hey, if they can do it, we definitely can.
Them, CNN, all of them do the same
Finna
thing.
be a new
Exactly.
king of spreading misinformation.
Yeah. So there was a thing, a baby. There was a baby involved. I think maybe I don't know what of this story is true anymore.
The original story was that she was driving on the highway,
Right.
and she saw this toddler
Okay.
just on the side of the road,
Toddler on the side of the
smoking a cigarette.
Yo.
And
misinformation.
the toddler was like, "Can I get a light?"
Oh.
And she pulled over, and she was like, "Let me get this baby a light." And why you out here by yourself, little baby, smoking a
Also,
cigarette?
Right. The first thing is
Then the baby grabbed her by the shirt and kidnapped her.
so that is a crazy sequence of events. Like, not why are you out here?
You gonna be my new mama.
You need the cigarette. You need the cigarette because obviously
It's rough out here for
it's
toddlers.
why
man.
are you out here? You need the cigarette for whatever reason you're out here. Basically, the lady said that she saw a toddler, baby, whatever, on the side of the road, and
The visual of a baby in diapers with a cigarette is
just with his thumb up, like, hey, I don't even need a ride. I don't have a lighter. I just need but saw a baby, whatever, and I think in a stroller on the side of the road. And so she must have stopped. She said she stopped, and it came out that she said the baby walked like 600 yards or something like that. And so when there was a press conference that happened, and I don't know if he was the chief of police. I don't know who this white man was, but he was like, just to reiterate, that's 6 football fields. And it's like, like everything in this story is just like
Some more crazy information. She faked all this. They say allegedly. She faked all this to get her ex's attention. And now he got like 40,000 new women followers.
That is hilarious. That is crazy.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. That's rough.
That's wild.
That's rough. So, essentially, like at first, you know, of course, everybody thinks she's been kidnapped, and then she turns up a few days later. She didn't stay away long enough. You got to stay away for like 3 weeks, and then just kind of, you know. But it was like it wasn't even a week.
The woods is rough.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but didn't she like again? I don't know all of this story before. I don't know. I didn't research this at all. I just said we're gonna come up here and talk about it.
She ended up coming back like the next day.
It was like either that. It was like
3 days later.
Yeah, 3 days later. There's not enough time to be missing.
Listen,
if you're gonna be missing, you gotta be missing.
She didn't think the plan all the way through because
no.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. She ran out. She didn't have no food.
Did
you get hungry?
Snacks.
Nah, I don't think she had snacks.
She did. So So and that's
oh my God.
Okay, get ready to laugh some more. So when they looked up her like Google searches.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" First of all, you're an adult. Okay, this they don't do Amber Alerts for adults. That's for children. Secondly, it was like how to steal out of the cash register without being caught. It was another one, and I can't remember it, but it was another one though. But yeah,
she said she looked up. They said she looked up something like about Taken, the movie Taken,
the movie
something
Taken,
like
Taken
2,
right?
Taken 2. It was a lot, man. It was
all for a dude.
All of that. You know.
So she found a hotel, from what I understand.
Okay.
Which is good. Not in the woods for 3 days. I know I wouldn't last in the woods for 3 days.
Right.
And then she bought some snacks from Target. Wasn't she working at Target or something too? Well, she bought some snacks from Target.
Let's say she was working at Target. We've already put out
And
a bunch of misinformation. She was working at Target.
She said the kidnappers fed her Cheez-Its. I feel like
So she bought the Cheez-Its. We know that. She did buy the Cheez-Its. Also, that's not enough. First of all, Cheez-Its are good, but after like the third time in the day, it's like I gotta have something.
I can't
else.
eat.
No,
But I can't. And then I said after the third time, but like that's breakfast, lunch, and then by dinner you're tired. At lunch, I'm like, I want some no.
you know, I used to eat cheeses all the time. Until I
didn't
found
know that
out
about
what
you.
I didn't know. Seriously, y'all don't remember that? I thought y'all remember
Yeah.
that. I used to buy cheeses all the time, and when I found out what was in them,
Jeez.
I was like, nah, it ain't. Nah, it's some jacked up stuff up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Cheez-Its?
Yeah. So
She probably constipated.
yeah, man.
Oh man, 3 days of Cheez-Its?
You know, she said Taken 2 was her favorite movie on Twitter.
She did.
Oh, my
she
God.
did.
She
She has
tweeted
a
that.
nice red Benz.
A nice red. That is true.
It is
That's
so nice. And, man, nigga on Twitter like,
She in Atlanta. She out of Atlanta
no,
or
I think it was
Alabama?
Alabama.
Alabama, yeah.
Okay.
This nigga on Twitter was like, if they lock you up, let me get your Benz. I'm like, yo,
Man, you know what?
You know what?
Sometimes we ain't worth a damn, man. I ain't
Like,
gonna
why
lie.
would
We
you
ain't.
say that?
I don't know what's
You
wrong
know
with
what?
us, man.
He beat me to it.
We ain't.
there's a really nice red Benz though. I ain't gonna lie.
So
Somebody was
are
like,
they
you left
gonna-
that on the side of the road?
Are they gonna press charges?
I think that same white dude was like, we haven't identified any crime
Oh,
as being like committed. So.
because honestly, truthfully, the police didn't do much of anything.
But
Like,
you know the
it was-
the crazy part, it was like mad people. Like the search party was crazy.
My thing was that social media really turned up. You know, because I mean that day I had like I don't know how many posts just on my feed about it,
Yeah.
And a couple of the 2A people I follow, they were posting things about it and stuff like that. So like it was dominating the feed, and it's crazy, man. Then that all this came out like
she
that.
She wanted
man.
attention. Why she ain't just fake her pregnancy? That's all you got to do. Like getting a fake kidnapping is to the extreme.
She should have learned from Zion Williamson.
Yeah,
but she just.
Oh, that girl was never pregnant.
I'm sure. No. Oh, that's a whole other subject. That's a whole other. We'll get there.
Okay.
Actually,
she's an AKA too, Carly Russell.
She's what?
Yo,
she's an AKA.
They were when they do the Greek names and stuff when somebody crosses, right?
Yeah,
they incorporate the letters.
All right.
Fabricate.
That's the one I was about to say. First 48.
I chimed in and said con artist. With the K.
Oh
they
my
called
God,
her first 48.
First 48, yeah, PH. Yeah, man, it was good. It was a good old time. It was a good old time on the Twitter. Yeah, they
what does anybody know where she actually worked?
I don't know.
What profession she was in?
A professional life.
But this was for a guy? I'm what's going on with the world?
I don't man. Listen, I have been hurting this week, and none of that crossed my mind at all. I have been in emotional turmoil all week, and nothing of that nature has crossed my mind.
She worked at a spa.
She worked at a spa.
Go get a massage and relax, and don't think about him. Like what?
She's 25. Y'all the same age.
Well, how? Well, that's hey.
I honest to God, thought she was like 32.
Don't listen.
Nah, man. Hey, I'm good. I'm better. I ain't all the way right, but none of that. Like I said, I've been on the verge of tears all week, and nothing of that sort has crossed my mind.
The how to steal from the cash register is funny. Because what is the thought behind that? Like, why is that something I have to look up?
Right. And how much cash
instead of doing?
How much cash is a spa holding anyway?
She took like $107 or something like that.
She
took $107.
She did not.
I thought that was what she had on her when they found her.
She wrote that.
That's
plan.
all she took.
She wrote that plan on a napkin.
I thought she.
Yeah.
And it was spur of the moment.
It wasn't thought out.
It was like a Starbucks napkin, not one.
It wasn't thought out well at all. That was a terribly thought out plan.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. So prayers up to Carly Russell, I guess.
Nah, people said they wanted their prayers back.
Oh yeah. True. Now Jesus on the main line, and you got it backed up with all these prayers, and this how you carrying on.
Somebody need a heart transplant.
Somebody need new kidneys.
And we praying for your stupid behind.
Right. Give me my prayers back, because I can go back to praying for the car.
Right.
Jesus got the spam filter on.
Right.
For prayers.
Spam likely.
He like, they don't know she not. They don't know she fine.
Like this.
I'm not doing praying to me about this.
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing for her. Click every time.
Oh my God.
Actually, we're not praying for you, Carly Russell. Not here. You go sit and think about what you did.
You got to pray for her ex in his new relationship.
40,000 up me, because he gonna try all 40,000 probably.
Oh, for sure.
He got 40,000 new followers. Man, please.
I am in all 40,000 of them women's DMs. Like, do you see the emotional turmoil she put me through? I thought she was missing.
Has he made a statement or anything yet?
I would have been at the same press conference with the white man. I'd have been at the same press conference, hollering, crying.
Oh my God!
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I spent the last 72 hours looking for her. I'm working that, man.
Our person in the chair let me know that they think he cheated on her. Now,
well, you can flip that though. You can flip that. She did too much. She did too much. You can flip that. Like, yeah, I cheated, but you got to do all of this?
Yeah, Now, I will say this. A person that has been cheated on, their mind is going in a whole lot of different directions.
Yeah, but now, I also am a person who's been cheated on. It's like never thought to go missing.
Yeah, never thought to go missing, but like I have too, and you can go to plenty some dark places,
like in all seriousness, like it's not. I've never
scumbagish. I've never wanted to hurt anybody, but like you be like, why did this? You know what I'm saying? Like, me really.
What about me? My therapist said this to me about something I was going through, and I was like, dang. And she was like, you got a question like, what about me makes you think that's okay for you to do to me?
Right.
Like, what is it? Because I need to change that. Right. Whatever it is that makes you think that's cool, I need to change that. Mm-hmm. So
that's why I always used to tell you guys too that people will treat you how you allow them to treat you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you had to you always have to keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
Boundaries are important.
The moment that, like, one thing that's non-negotiable for me is respect. Mm-hmm. You're gonna respect me. I don't care who it is.
Got to.
You're not gonna disrespect me. You know what I mean? So, stuff like that, you got to be clear with the boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries are very important, man.
Yeah.
In all honesty, and you like, we joking and laughing and stuff like that. Also, believe black women, okay? Because black women don't be getting found when this stuff, when this stuff happens. Like, and honestly, even with like all the sex trafficking, and stuff, like Carly Russell was lying, but a lot of times, like,
it's real.
These like black women, children, in some cases men, but mainly black women and children, like, they shipped off to wherever before,
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before people even get a chance to look for them. So like, don't be one of the people like, oh, now we can't, this is why we shouldn't believe. Nah, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you just don't know. Like, this was one instance. Like, if we being honest, like, how often does this happen?
Right.
So
yeah, I got a post last night of like 22 black women have been missing since like 2007.
Yeah, man.
And I mean, of course, that's a small, number that they included in the post, but like, it's crazy. And it's the whole when I took my CCW class last year, the instructor, he was saying that South Carolina actually has a bad problem with sex trafficking.
Really?
Yeah, he was saying it's like one of the top in the nation. Yeah. So, it's a real thing, and it's unfortunate. It's a very well thought out system. Like some of the people that you wouldn't think are involved. Right. So, just as my dad always tell me, keep your head on the swivel. Yeah. Young women out there. You go into the grocery store. I'm always, y'all know this, I'm always sending y'all stuff about situational awareness. You cannot be outside just on your phone.
Yeah.
Because that you're an opportunity for somebody. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful and how you carry yourself when you're out and about.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we're still not praying for Carly Russell, and then also not praying for her ex.
Not praying for her ex?
No, not anymore. Because he cheated on her. He cheated on her, man.
I thought you better be like, I should beat him on 40,000.
Nah, that would be great for the podcast and everything. That would be amazing. But no, we're not praying for either of them. But yeah, that was a crazy turn of events. And then like this was like maybe the only time that the internet was right. Because she turned up and people was like, I don't believe it.
Yeah. Nah, even before that, like, I know, like, the first, like, I was reading some of the comments on the post that was sent to me, and people was like, something don't sound right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Fishy.
Like, yeah, so, and then once it came out, I think most people were we need more context. It wasn't like it's not true, but we need to know a little bit more details, you know.
Yeah. So
it's crazy.
This is like the first time, but most of the time y'all are wrong.
Because it is kind of, that story is just kind of crazy.
It is.
A baby
on the interstate or on the highway or whatever.
600 yards?
And who?
The baby.
Who kidnapped?
That baby going to the NFL.
The baby had an infinity gauntlet.
Oh my God.
And that's how he snapped and she disappeared.
And she turned to dust.
He snapped again and she came
because the baby doesn't know how to use it. So the baby's just snapping.
He's just snapping.
Random people disappearing.
Yeah. Right. That's why my flight got delayed.
Right, because he snapped and the plane disappeared.
And the plane disappeared. Okay. Hey, man. It sounds like we figured it out. So whenever the police dude wants to come on the podcast, or Carly Russell, if you listening to this and you want to be a guest on the podcast, come on. Or her ex, if you want to come and tell your story.
Let's get them both on here.
Yes. At the same time, just at opposite ends.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We should do that.
And we need the baby, though. We need the baby.
We gotta have the baby.
We gotta have the baby.
Right. We absolutely had to have the baby on here. What if it's like, I know you've seen the meme of like Little Man, Marlon Wayans and Little Man.
Yeah. Right, they said that's the baby.
Like, what? Yeah, man. Have him on the pod. He like,
oh my God.
Yeah, I was on the highway. It was a rough night. I just, I was just trying to get some help.
You gotta therapize the baby. You gotta be like,
oh my God.
What was it about Carly that made you see her as a mother figure?
I was just having a rough night. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get some fresh air. And you know what I'm saying? This lady come up. I'm just a baby walking on the highway. I ain't bothering nobody.
But you left home.
Right.
Oh my God.
I told you.
What made you leave home?
I had to get, it was just a tense situation. And my mama was tripping. And
the Similac shortage.
Ain't no Similac. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get out.
I'm tired of being breastfed.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get off the titty.
Oh my God.
I had to get some fresh air. And here this lady come in this red Benz. I'm like, let me hop in the Benz and see what you know.
I need a new mama.
Exactly. So she get out chasing me. I had to run 600 yards. That's 6 football fields, if you didn't know. I had to run 600 yards to get away from this crazy lady in this red Benz.
Hey, when she told the police that, I know they fell out laughing.
I would have lost my job. I would have lost my job because I know you're not supposed to laugh at people like that. Right? I'd have been like, 600 what? 600. The baby ran 600 yards. Why is this baby not signed to the Raiders?
Look, my
600 yards.
My police notepad would have. She'd have said that. I'd have been like,
I can't do it.
Like,
oh my God!
You got to give me a minute. You got to give me a minute. Yeah, man. I think if all the people we should pray for, you definitely.
They probably still joking about that at the precinct now.
For sure.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
That is going to be a legend, a myth in that precinct.
Yes.
Like,
oh my God.
Oh man. So we should pray for the baby though. I think we should pray if we don't pray for nobody else in the situation.
The baby needs prayer, man.
Prayers up to the baby.
Yeah. She is such an imaginative person.
She can't be too imaginative.
True.
That's crazy.
A baby on the side
of the highway. Not
the highway.
The baby on the street is already crazy, but a baby on the side of a highway?
That has happened before.
Yeah,
babies being found on the street.
Yeah, and it's also been used as a sex trafficking thing. So I get it,
but on the highway is a little bit different.
Nobody have you ever seen somebody a grown person walking on the highway? You be like, what are they doing?
Exactly. I say that all the time when I see people walking.
Like you see somebody on the highway walking, it's like ain't no sidewalk. What are you doing? Yeah, it's like
ask your mother when we on the highway, we riding somebody. I'm like, where they going?
Where are you going? Where did you come from? Where is your destination?
Right.
Like,
how long you been walking?
Right. Exactly.
Why is this the route you have to take?
You'll see a car like a couple miles down. You're like, they been walking that far,
Right. Or just somebody in like work clothes walking on the highway. It's like, that's how you got to get home.
How long did it take you to get over here?
Right, because you can't be going to but like you could be going to work, and then you get to work and you're all sweaty, and you got to work the whole shift.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy. Uber, Lyft, those are things.
Right.
I don't know, man. So yeah, prayers up to the baby and everybody that has to walk
Prayers
on the
up to
highway.
Benz.
Definitely the Benz. I hope the Benz is doing okay.
Is it a Benz or BMW?
No, it's Benz. Mercedes Benz. Yeah, nice red Benz. I'll show you when we get out. When we get off here, man. It's a really nice Benz. She left that on the side of the road for 3 days.
3 days.
That's a long time.
They say after that anybody can.
Now, if that would have been,
I don't know.
Now, if that would have been Atlanta, that Benz would have been gone.
Benz absolutely would have been gone. For 100%. 100%.
Or the Bronx, which is like second home to me. If that would have happened in the Bronx, she'd have came back. It'd have been on concrete, cinder blocks.
For sure.
Everything would have been gone.
Yeah. Whole inside gone. So anyway, off of that. But the other subject, the Zion Williamson thing. Now she done came out and said that Zion was beating on her. She done came out and did a horrible acting job, by the way, and made a whole video talking about how Zion was beating on her and all this, that, and the third. And it's just like, let it die. We're done. I 100, and I know what I said, but I don't believe her.
You don't believe her?
I don't believe her.
I saw some of her original tweets.
Yeah,
like when it first happened,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, if this stuff is true, then dude is
Nasty
really
man.
a piece of work.
Nasty man.
But if not, she's really unhinged.
Yeah,
yeah. Really unhinged.
As the first, like when we first talked about it, I think whatever they had, happened between them, and she's scorned about it.
And he's not married, right? But
No,
he has a girlfriend.
He has a girlfriend. She's pregnant, and
the girlfriend is pregnant.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, I just don't believe it. Listen, man. If it comes out that he did beat on her, I will come on here and say I'm wrong. But I just after all of that, to do all of that with the tweets, then you do the fake pregnancy thing, and now it's like,
so she is not pregnant.
I don't know. She's not pregnant. No.
You sure? No. You don't know. Okay. All right.
She put a thing. She put a pregnancy test on Instagram or whatever, but I don't believe it. Like you've done
find
too much.
out in 9 months. we definitely will.
Wasn't she saying stuff like, I'm trying to think of the original tweets.
Yeah, the original tweet, she was like, the Pelicans need to.
Yeah, he's a sexual. Pretty much, he's like a sexual deviant. And he doesn't need to play for the Pelicans anymore.
Right? Yeah.
Jesus.
And I don't like. I don't know, man. I don't know. That one is puzzling to me. I don't. Listen, athletes. See these pro organizations, these leagues. It proves that all they care about is money. Because these guys, especially guys that are coming straight out of high school, they need somebody that is going to help them stay the course.
Yeah, a year in college is not going to make you mature.
You just not. You're not there, man. You're not there. And I mean, I'm speaking from. I didn't go to college. I remember myself I look back rather on myself at 21, 22. I was a complete asshole.
Yeah.
So, like I just was doing dumb things.
Yeah, you give me millions of dollars when I was 19. At 25, I'm broke.
Bro. And the money how much did he sign for?
He got a max contract. So
the first contract?
I'm talking about his first contract.
The rookie contract is like $2 million or something like that. But after that,
You gave me $2 million.
You gave me $2 million at how old was he?
19, most likely.
Nah, man, that money would have been gone in probably. I give myself a year, but at 19, you know what I was thinking about at 19?
Man, there's no way.
First of all,
no way.
I was drinking like crazy. So you'd have walked into a $1 million house with $500,000 worth of Hennessy. So
that's so much Hennessy.
That's a lot of Hennessy, ain't it?
So much alcohol.
Yeah,
That's a lot of shoe polish to be drinking.
Right. You know, cars, like 19 cars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you going to clubs, you just blowing money. You're not even at 19. You're not thinking about. There's very few people who actually say, "Okay, I got $2 million. This $2 million is not going to stretch. If I keep spending like this, what do I need to do to flip this money?" A lot of 19-year-olds don't
a fraction of that every 2 weeks, and I'd be like 20 wings right now. Like I don't even have nowhere near $2 million. And every time I get paid, I'll be like, "Oh, the food, nigga." I don't like. So I know at 19, he said with 20 wings, like $2 million is crazy to give a 19. Like if you being honest, like,
my God,
that's crazy. Why would you do that? That's crazy. That is insane.
But that's the thing. They get all this money, and there is no. It seems to me they may have people, they may not. Yeah. But it seems to me some of these like LeBron James' mother was like, "No, this is what we gonna do." Mm-hmm. Kevin Durant's mother, "This is what we gonna do."
Yeah.
I don't know where John Morant's family is. I don't.
His dad be out hanging with him because his dad be at the games,
and he came from like a good family and like good.
Yeah,
he doesn't have the story of like I was poor, like.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, like he don't have LeBron's story.
Yeah,
right.
his whole thought process is mind-boggling to me because like you getting ready to blow. Like I think this is going to be the last chance with him with these. It's 25-game suspension, right? I think this is going to be like the last chance.
Yeah, and
after that, I believe what's my man, the commissioner
Adam Silver.
Believe he gonna be like, hit the road, Jack.
Yeah,
you know, because at some point you got to start nipping this stuff in the bud. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you gotta, as a league, you have to regulate everybody's life.
Right.
I'm not saying
but
that.
David Stern wouldn't have let this happen.
David Stern definitely wouldn't. David Stern definitely wouldn't have let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like after David Stern, that's when like, you know, and I'm not criticizing anybody with tattoos or anything like that, but that's when you started seeing a little bit more of that. You know what I mean?
They used to have to cover him up.
Right. Mm-hmm. Stern wanted a more clean cut looking league, which I mean, I get that. I get that. But now you're getting kids, like you said, 19, 20 years old, millions of dollars. And millions of dollars with no type of guidance, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah,
you're asking for trouble. So, hopefully, Zion
if David Stern was still alive that first time he popped up with the gun on Instagram Live, David Stern would have teleported into the car.
Put the gun down. Are you crazy?
That scene when you said that reminded me of the Boys in the Hood scene with. Give me the fucking gun, Trey.
Right. Yeah, man. So, not praying. I don't know. Not praying for Mariah Mills. She be tripping, but I think that's gonna be my thing. I think I found a thing. I'm not praying for her.
You're not praying,
and I'm not praying for Zion Williamson because you grown and you nasty.
And right. I mean, he cheated. He's a cheater.
Yes. You know. Yeah. He's just nasty, man.
I'm not praying for him because I deserve that basketball skill.
Facts.
Same 5'8" frame. I just want to be.
Yeah.
I just want to be able to jump 55 inches.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh man.
Them, man, sports contracts are crazy, man.
It's wild, man. It's wild. It is wild. But I mean, like I said, you know, I'm thankful for the ones who did have the guidance. You know, like I said, LeBron.
LeBron forever my favorite basketball player.
Right. And there are others that may not have had somebody that was visible, but they had enough sense to know that, okay, like, I think Tracy McGrady's one of them. Like, I think he made sound,
they had Charles
sound
Oakley.
investments and stuff like that.
Right, but they had good vets around them.
And you got to understand, and this is with anybody, you are not going to be young forever.
Right.
So the money that you make early, you have to plan for it, to flip it or invest it so that you'll have some later.
Right.
That's not what Mike was doing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Mike.
Mike started gambling. How do you get into, like, who introduced him to gambling? That's what I want to know.
You just go to Vegas.
Yeah.
In Vegas, it's like everybody's gambling. You walk on the street, 2 homeless niggas is gambling on a rat fight. It's like, why? What? This is why y'all are homeless.
I'm taking your hat today,
yeah,
Jimmy.
This is like, why y'all don't even have nothing to gamble? What are y'all doing? So, I mean, it's not hard. I don't think it's hard. I don't think it's hard.
One thing about Vegas that really kind of shocked me when I went out there. I mean, I've been around weed before.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you ain't been around legal weed.
There is something different out there. Because, it's legal. Mm-hmm. And, like, you will walk past somebody and, like, you like, wait a minute. Yeah. What is that?
In the cloud.
I grew up on the smelling weed that, like, smelled almost kind of like an incense type thing. Mm-hmm. This is different. This is like hybrid,
new strains,
and everything. Breaking Bad weed.
Yeah, man. That legal weed different, man. That legal weed is different.
But you will smell it out. And I mean, like this, like you'll be walking and it'll be like 2-3 random guys just standing on the street.
Yeah.
Just
same thing with New York. They just in the middle of the street.
Oh, it's legal in New York?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
know
been
that. Legal. It's been legal for a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember this year
they were doing
this fly. And I don't know where he was. He was sitting down somewhere.
And then he just got up.
We started talking about Zion Williamson, and then
Eric Adams. I remember when they made it legal, and they had a little press conference out in what looked like Times Square, and he was like, "Smell like somebody already starting now."
Yeah. Soon as it happened,
that paper got signed. Somebody was like,
"Yeah, I had it on me." Yeah, man. So we gonna pivot. I got a couple. One depending on how long this one takes. We got a would you rather.
Would you rather? Okay.
Would you rather randomly time travel forward or backward 20 years every time you fart, or teleport to a different place on Earth, on land, not randomly in water, every time you sneeze? So you randomly go 20 years forward or backward in time every time you fart.
I feel like I fart more than I sneeze.
100%.
Yeah. That's true.
100%. That's true. 100%.
That's true. That's true. Oh,
but
man.
I feel like, so just 20 years forward or backward.
20 years forward or back. But you got to think about this too.
How am I getting back? Do I have to fart again?
You have to fart again, but that's not guaranteed that it's going to put you back.
I was going to say.
Time.
Right.
So you could go 20 years back, fart again, and you another 20 years back, or 20 years back, and then 20 years forward, and then 20 years forward.
But if I sneeze and end up like, what if I sneeze and I'm in the White House? And then now they in the middle of
like a joint
like,
chief of staff.
That's tough. Right.
That's tough.
I can't force myself to
going to jail.
Get away from jail.
And then imagine sneeze attacks too. The other day, I was getting 2 days ago, I was getting in the car, and it was just, and I was just like, yo, I was like, it won't stop. It won't stop. Like, yeah, like you got to think about that too.
That's
She
true.
was sneezing bad the other She'd have been all over the world.
You would have been everywhere.
And then when you sneeze, you teleport into different places.
Teleport to different places. That's
oh my God.
that is actually terrifying when you think about it.
That's like a Doctor Strange.
I swear, like,
Imagine you sneeze.
middle of the Grand Canyon, on top of Niagara Falls. Like, it's, oh my God.
You sneeze. All of a sudden
Amazon jungle.
You standing on somebody's casket.
Right.
That's
Just
tough.
strange
I didn't
stuff,
think
yeah.
about that before I asked it. That's scary. I don't know.
But I feel like I said,
Now, see, 20 years back,
I'm okay with 20 years back. I'm okay with 20 years forward. It's when the randomness gets involved is where I'm scared.
yeah.
Because I don't want to fart twice, and then now it's the 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so random. You can't
But
tell. You don't know.
You stay in your location. You just 20 years back.
That's a good question. It doesn't
I don't
say
know.
that. So yeah.
So
So yeah, you're not in a different location. It's just you're 20 years back in time.
20 years ago in South Carolina, I don't know.
It wasn't like slavery.
I definitely know I don't want to go no further than 20.
I don't want to go no
Yeah,
further.
no.
I ain't gonna lie. And anywhere in America, I really don't want to go past like.
Right.
Don't put me past like 1980.
80,
Right.
yeah.
Let me sneeze. Yeah. I'll sneeze and be, sneeze and be.
You got to think about
Right.
it. It's just like
Right, but how often is that gonna happen?
But if
I'll be able to. Well, hopefully,
the
be able to
Amazon
get
jungle.
home.
How you getting from the Amazon jungle?
It's stuff in there that's gonna make me sneeze. I know that much.
That is
True.
true.
You got a
Yeah,
point.
that's true.
Yeah, you just gotta. At that point, you gotta pick up a leaf.
It's probably some random unknown sneezing bug where it bites you. It bites you and you just sneeze.
Yeah,
But,
Right.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true,
I think I'll go with the sneezing too.
Yeah.
The time thing. And then, like, I kind of don't want to know what's happening 20 years from now. You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Like there's no guarantee everything will be
Right.
good.
Yeah, you go forward just 20 years and this is apocalypse.
And you the only person
Right.
on Earth.
Right.
Oh,
Like everything
my
else,
God.
everything
Nuclear
else just a
fallout.
bit- It looked like in I Am Legend.
Right.
Oh
exactly.
my God. Oh, that's
Exactly.
That's terrifying. You gotta wait till you fart again, but you can't eat nothing because there's no food around. So now you're waiting on an organic fart to either go another 20 years or go back.
But you ain't no guarantee.
There's no, you don't know.
Nah, I'll take the sneeze.
You go forward another
I'll
20
definitely
years,
take
it's
the
just
sneeze.
nothing. It's just existence. Like it's just the plane.
See,
Then you never gonna fart.
Right, because it's
You're
just
gonna die
the
out
void.
there. It's just a void.
Well, no, canned foods can last. They can outlast.
a while.
They can last a long time.
But they can withstand a nuclear thing, right? Can they?
I think
that's tough.
That's one of the
Can you
things
look that
you're
up?
supposed to.
That's tough because then you. What if you come back if it's radiation poisoning because you done ate
No.
some futuristic beings?
Well, what I was
crazy
going to
farts.
say is, well, those are definitely going to be crazy.
Radiation.
Those
farts?
farts might make somebody sneeze.
Radiation farts is good. You're a superhero. You're some type of. You can save the world.
You gonna die.
Radiation farts. That's. Oh man, that's scary.
Nah, they'll make you a villain. Trust me.
Yeah. You melt in metal doors and everything.
Give me the.
They
can?
right.
They
So
can.
so if you go in the future,
You gotta
and
crack
it's
open
like,
a can of beans, man.
you got to find some beans and get back.
That's rough.
But
That
I think I
Can
still
you-
take the sneeze though.
I'm about to say, can you really ask yourself? Can you sit down, look at a can of kidney beans, and open them and just start guzzling them?
I can't.
if there's no other food,
If the
He can, and he be getting on me. He be getting on me about it because I'm a picky eater. But I don't know.
Listen, if there's no food, okay.
Dad, just to open up a can
Alright.
of beans and take a
but I'm
spoon?
saying, but
If
it's
there's
not-
no food,
It be slimy and
if there's a apocalyptic event, you gonna eat anything that you can find.
but it's not like you hungry.
You gonna be picky for like the first, I'm gonna say maybe week. Once them hunger pains kick in,
yeah.
you gonna
Because
be trying to find.
I'm straight for the first week if I got some water. If I got a good enough supply of water for the first week, I'll be like, nah, I ain't eating that. And then once the water supply started getting low and I like start really getting hungry,
I'm telling you,
like, Where the beans at? that rat look alright. Right. I might have to eat that rat.
You gonna be standing there looking at dog on the Bush's baked bean can. Be like,
those probably hype. I ain't gonna lie, those might be hype by themselves. I don't even like baked beans.
I don't like baked beans.
I'm not a baked bean person.
They do baked beans on toast in the UK.
Baked beans on toast?
UK breakfast is terrible. UK food is terrible.
For breakfast?
It sucks. I said it.
No, I need somebody to verify that.
No, they do.
They do. Baked beans and toast, it sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry. It sucks. That y'all breakfast is trash.
In the UK?
Yeah, man. It's awful. It's
baked
awful.
Beans on toast.
I've never heard
at
it.
7 in the morning.
Yeah, that's not.
You get up at 7 in the morning in the UK and you like, I want some breakfast. I'm hungry. You what you gonna go get? Eggs, grits, bacon, sausage, toast, pancakes.
Right.
They wake up and they like put the beans on the toast. That's nasty.
I think I get why they do it because it's.
Please explain that.
It's
to me.
something that, well, they're not gonna be hungry for quite a few hours. Like maybe more than a few. You know what I'm saying?
Both of those are filling.
Right, both of those are filling. You know, so maybe it's some historical thing that they did that to
Grits and eggs
to survive. Yeah.
Grits and toast.
Oh yeah, now grits are definitely
I'm full for a couple hours.
Yeah, filling.
Beans in the morning.
Beans is definitely lunch, dinner for me. It ain't morning at all.
You wouldn't go to Chipotle at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
That's crazy.
Give me a bowl with.
They don't open. I don't even know if they open.
Black beans and red beans.
Can I get a black bean bowl?
Oh,
I'd lose my job over that. I'd be like, no.
I'm not giving you
the
that.
customer is not right.
I'm not giving you that. We need to let that die anyway. The customer is not always right.
That's true.
We need to let that die. More often than not, they're wrong. You don't work here. How are you going to tell me? I work here. You telling me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
The customer is not always right, and neither are British people, because beans and toast is. It makes me angry. It makes me physically angry when I see that. When I see a breakfast plate from over there, because that's just not right.
Well, don't be angry, Willie.
That is not. It's not. It's not natural.
You sneeze and teleport into a British home,
right?
And it's beans and toast.
Give me. Where's the dust? Give me something. I gotta get out of here. Oh man. Do we got time? I don't know if we got time.
I think we do.
We got time for another one. All right. Let me see how many I got. This is a funny one. Would you rather 30 butterflies instantly appear from nowhere every time you sneeze, or one very angry squirrel appear from nowhere every time you cough?
I'm going with the sneeze, man.
The butterflies on the sneeze?
Yeah, I'm going with the squirrels.
All right, remember, now a sneeze attack is at least 7 sneezes.
Squirrels are too close to rats.
But I can beat a squirrel in a fight.
You got to catch a squirrel first.
You definitely got to catch a squirrel.
I can kick a squirrel.
Every time you cough. Every time you cough, too. So that's
right.
Oh, that's multiple.
That's
squirrels.
like, see, that's what I'm saying. You get sick. You cough 4 times in a row.
You just in the bed getting attacked by a squirrel.
They are tearing you out the frame.
Give me the sneezes. Because that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I can make millions of dollars off of that.
Long as they're not like poisonous butterflies.
Right.
There are such thing as poisonous.
But I mean, like, you
There
present
are poisonous butterflies.
Yeah. You present yourself at an
Why
art
would
exhibit.
God do that? Butterflies are beautiful. Why would?
Because they got to protect themselves.
Right. Same thing with frogs.
Yeah.
I get
frogs.
frogs.
If a
I
frog
get
is
frogs.
colorful, leave it alone.
Yeah, don't touch it.
Yeah. What's the thing? If you eat it and it kills you, it's poisonous. And if it bites you
And you die.
it's venomous. So that's how you gotta,
Both being dangerous.
Both.
Right.
Super dangerous. I did not know that there was killer butterflies.
I feel like I could set
That
up.
sounds like a movie.
It does.
You should get to work on
I
that.
feel like I could set up an art exhibit for myself and just start sneezing, and people would be blown away.
No pun intended.
And they be like, right, no pun intended. But they be like, we'll give you $20 million to come and sneeze for us.
That's lit. I ain't gonna lie.
I fill a whole stadium up.
That's lit.
Oh, get the worst cold I can possibly get, or have it be.
I don't like being sick though.
Or have it be during like allergy season.
Right.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of butterflies too, man.
So many butterflies.
Somebody bring me a bucket of pollen right now.
I'll
fill this stadium up with butterflies. Exactly.
A bucket.
Bring me a bucket of pollen. Everybody, scrape it all off your car.
I'm just thinking about my eyes, bro. My eyes get to itching.
Yeah, y'all do terrible with the pollen.
$40 million.
I'm better than I used to be, but
$40 million can get you new eyes.
I don't want new ones.
Nigga,
40.
I don't want new eyes. Good Lord.
I don't want new ones. That's kind of evil. Like that's not like I'm gonna get this money and I'm gonna get these new eyes. That's kind of evil. But I get what you're saying.
Well, $40 million can get you the best eye drops.
I might take that. I might take that. I don't know. That
way you can still sneeze.
Have you ever seen a video with a squirrel on somebody and it's like running around?
Yeah, it's like running around.
Things are hard to catch, man.
They are. No, I wouldn't do the squirrel because I mean I already don't like being sick. So imagine you sick, you miserable, and you cough. It's like 5.
But I feel like at some point you get
in your
used
room.
to it.
It's like, dog. Come on.
At some point you're gonna get used to fighting squirrels.
I don't want to though. I don't want to get used to that. I don't want to get used to living.
It probably does build your agility. It probably does.
Oh, right? See,
yeah.
I always be thinking about
you
ways
cough,
to be a superhero.
and then they jump up, and you like,
you just crack.
Not this time.
No squirrels were harmed in the making of this episode of the Mortal Life podcast. Still though, I probably do the butterflies.
Yeah, of course I do the butterflies, but I'm saying
because you can't make money off that. You can't make money off killing squirrels.
I feel like you can, but it not in legal ways.
Yeah, that's like black market,
right? After
dark
that,
web stuff.
Your life is gonna change for the worse.
That's dark web. That's stuff like nasty, weird people on the dark web want to see. Videos
like we'll give you 50,000 Bitcoin. Cough 8 times.
Like no, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. This has been a great episode. This has been an amazing episode. Actually, we're just getting better. Like we are literally just getting better and better with every episode at this. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all know the IG, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. More to Life Pod, MORE, the number 2, LIFEPOD. Honestly, there was something I was gonna say for this episode or start saying, and I forgot. So, but follow me on Instagram as well and Twitter, ILLWILLIE _ that's Ill Willie on Instagram and Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are dropping episodes every single week. You see 2 episodes where we all got the same closes because we are recording 2 episodes at one time. So subscribe, like, share, comment, all of that. Show your support, show your love, because merch is coming soon. Again, we're trying to make it a lifestyle. And yeah, whatever you do, keep pushing, keep going towards whatever your goal is. Brother, where can they find you?
You can find me at JCF426 on Instagram, and you can find me at Jordan Can't Die on Twitter.
That Instagrams.
M2L Podcast Dad and Field Tech Foodie. I'm gonna be dropping something tomorrow with the Field Tech Foodie. So yep, good stuff.
And shout out to our live studio audience.
Yeah.
And until next time, peace. Yeah. This is great.